Hey everybody, this is Kasu and welcome to another 6 hybrid video. This time we'll be going through the type R hybrids or type rogue hybrids. So before we start going through all the 3 different rogue hybrids, what is a rogue hybrid? So a rogue hybrid is not able to be crafted inside any of these clothing machines. You can try to look for it, like for example, I try to look for the Arro. Yep, you can't craft. You only can craft its purified heart and its riding membrane, but you can't craft the summoning pot anywhere. So how do you craft it? Well, you have to come to the research station where you make the operation hybrids, go to the rogue hybrid, and these are the places where you can get the rogue hybrids. Now, how do you get the specific DNA? As you can tell, there are DNA required for all of the rogue hybrids. So how do you get these DNAs? In order to get the DNA, you have to get the purified version of their particular part. For example, for the Arro Terror is the heart. For the Zento Tenos is the bladder, and for the Kos Flux or the Kos Flux is the brain, So how do you get these parts? Well, I'm going to show you now. So I'm going to summon the Zento Tenos. Please ignore all the corpses. So this specifically, they say female rogue Zento Tenos. And loud as he is, as you can tell, you can't really sleep it as it's a non-tameable. But if you kill it and you access its inventory, it will drop quite a good reward. It will drop exotic DNA. I don't know why they will drop Robbie like this. It will drop Journeyman Hide, and most importantly, it will drop the trophy. So all these 3 creatures, you can think of it as they are Spinos or Rexes, which they will drop a specific trophy to. So once you have the trophy here, you can put it inside, make a purified version, put it inside the DNA purifier to get a purified version, to get the DNA, and finally put it inside the research station and you can make your rogue hybrids. Now, enough of how to get the rogue hybrids. Let's go through each of their abilities. First up is the Zento Tenos. For those people who don't know what Tenos means, Tenos is literally the embodiment of death. Basically, he's Hades' little helper to collect souls, and he holds a scythe and shit. But enough nerding about Greek mythology. Let's start with his ability. Let's summon something a bit bigger. So first up is his left click, which is a claw attack. Really, yep, there we go. His right click is a yellow lightning breath, which deals copper for some reason, but the main part is the damage. Okay, next ability is C key, which is a bite attack. Last ability is supercharger. So what does this supercharger do? So it comes in 3 stages. First stage, it reduces the Zento Tenos armor by 50%, meaning I receive more damage. Second stage, I have a 100% damage boost and 20% speed. Last stage, I'm lethargic and has speed decrease. So let's think of some numbers first. So as you can see, this Bronto is dealing 28 damage to me, and once my core strike is 348 damage. So I'll activate the supercharger now. Yep. Now you can see I'm supposedly supposed to receive more damage, but that's not the case. Now I have increased damage, as you can see, and also increased speed. Oh, okay, so apparently the stage 1 buff actually lasts not very long, so that's good. And the second stage buff lasts around 20 seconds. And lastly, the third stage buff, where I have decreased damage output and also I am slower. Also, the Zento Tenos has its own saddle, as you can see here. All the saddles for all the rogue hybrid can be crafted inside the cloning machine itself. And that is the Zento Tenos. Next up is the Arro Terror. As said previously, it has its own saddle. The Arro Terror first ability is a bite attack. Second ability is a headbutt that does bleed. His third ability is a tail swipe. So So its X ability is Soul Healer Raw. As you can see from the Zento Tenos, he is kind of damaged, but upon hearing this Raw, he will gain the Soul Healer Raw buff, and he will regenerate HP. He will regenerate 10% of his HP within this 30 seconds. Supposedly. But from the looks of it, it doesn't really seem like that's the case. So let's move on with the next ability. So Control is Blood Breath. This is similar to the Blood Wyvern, where upon using the breath, enemies will get blood curse and you will get increased HP. And you will get HP regen, that's what I mean. And lastly is Q, which is Healing Flash. So using Heal on the corpse will heal the Arro Terror faster. And the more you eat from a corpse, the longer the healing lasts. However, this gives a hunger debuff and speed debuff after the duration ends. So this means you must try to feast as much as possible. As you can see, it does not cap, so you can just keep pressing Q over and over again. Remember, this is a very strong healing buff that you can give yourself, and at the end of it, you'll get a healing debuff. And that is the Arro Terror. Lastly is this mantis called the Kos Flux. Again, with every rogue hybrid, it has its own flux, its own saddle. So, left click is the Scythe Swipe attack, which deals like that amount of damage. That is not me, relax, that is my structure. Right click is a Scythe Crush attack, which deals more damage. C key is Self Explosion, which knocks back and also deals AoE damage around you. X key is Black Hole Formation. Upon using, creatures will be dragged into it. Apparently both tame and both tame and no tames. And as you can tell, those boxes are a bug. I swear to God, they are definitely a bug, because that's not supposed to happen. Q is Molecular Staggering. So upon activation, it should basically damage the creature and give them a knockback and slowing them, or also making them more vulnerable to damage. However, as you can tell, I don't think it does that. I don't think it does any difference. Just remember, this is the damage I deal to a Theropod with the Molecular Hardening debuff, and this is a damage I deal to this Theropod without the Molecular Hardening debuff. As you can see, really, there's no difference. Next up is the Control Key. The Control Key activates Battle Mode. This will boost nearby creature with speed boost, while giving the Mantis Flux a slow debuff, unable to jump, consume more stamina, but increase damage while attacking. Additionally, your left click deals range explosion damage now, like this. So yeah, this is honestly pretty cool. And yeah, this has been the Mantis. This has been the Kos Flux broke. And with that, this is the end of the Type R hybrid or the Rogue hybrids video. The next video will be talking about a particularly interesting hybrid called the Stranger hybrids. This has been Kasu, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!